Okay, so all of you are requested, you can keep your videos on, but you can keep your audio on mute so that you don't get disturbance in the meeting. Kindly keep your audio on mute. So I'll start the presentation now. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yes.
Okay.
It's starting.
Okay.
It's starting.
Okay. So we are going to talk about health and fitness today. Okay. So just let me put it on the slide slow. Okay. So when we talk about health and fitness, what is health and what is fitness? Okay. Are these two same things? No. Health is far means wild field wherein better aging comes, longevity comes, quality of life comes, lower stress levels, lower blood pressure, free of disease, free of so this contributes to better health. But when you talk about only about better fitness, it comes about losing weight, improving strength, improving cardio, enhancing performances. I request please put yourself on mute, please. So when you talk about competitions, everybody please put yourself on mute. And improving your appearance, you're toning up your body and improving your flexibility. But as you're seeing, there is an overlap. There's an overlap between health and fitness. Losing weight, improving strength, and improving cardio. Okay. So, Shweta ma'am, Usha, please unmute pe karo. Usha, Shweta
so much noise.
Shweta ma'am, please unmute yourself. Okay, thank you. So we'll continue. So there's an overlap in health and fitness in losing weight, improving strength, and improving cardio. So we are into fitness business, right? So we'll talk about fitness more. So now let's talk about fitness. What is fitness? There are 5 components of fitness which contribute to fitness as in whole. Number 1 is muscular strength. Number 2 is body composition. Number 3 is cardiovascular endurance. Number 4 is flexibility. And number 5 is muscular endurance. Now, if we try to understand these in little detail, what is muscular strength? It is the ability to generate maximum force for one repetition. Okay. And maximum endurance, the ability to perform over a repetitive times for a prolonged period of time. Okay. So Hindi mein, if I talk in Hindi, आप कितना weight उठा पा रहे हैं वो strength हो गया और कितनी बार कितने reps ले पा रहे हैं वो endurance हो गया. Now cardiovascular, as we can understand, cardiovascular endurance, your stamina, the ability of your heart and lungs to deliver the oxygen needed to fuel the body. So that is your cardiovascular endurance. Then flexibility, to bend, to move, full range of motion at your joint structure, how flexible you are. And then your body compositions, how much amount of fat you have, bones, lean tissue, muscle, water level, what are you made for actually. So these are the basic 5 components of physical fitness. Okay, now apart from this, how much activity actually you need to be fit in your life in terms of all these 5 components. If you only run, your cardio endurance will be better. If you only do strength training, your muscular strength and your muscular endurance will be better. If you do only yoga, your cardio endurance, only flexibility will be better. But optimum health is achieving all 5 components of fitness. Okay, so as we say, anyone, children above 5 to 11 years or adults, 45 minutes to 1 hour time is sufficient. Okay, and now let's talk about maximum heart rate. Your maximum heart rate should never cross 220 minus your age. For example, if your age is 45, you minus it from 220, your maximum heart rate should never go above 175. Okay, and what is maximum fat burning zone? 65 to 70%, 60 to 70% of this range of this 175. 220 minus your age is your maximum heart rate, which you should never cross during any exercise. And 60 to 65% is your maximum fat burning zone, where you burn only fat. Okay, so you should always have smart fitness goals. Smart means specific. What do you want? How many kgs? How many muscle? How much muscle? How much fat? It should be specific. It should be measurable. You should be able to quantify it, right? ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे weight loss करना है. कितना? कब तक? Okay. So it should be attainable. As now, you should not be thinking that I will lose 20 kg in 1 month. Okay, attainable. Okay, otherwise your mind will not believe it. Realistic and time bound. If it will be time bound, you will always achieve it. Okay. Now let's talk about what are the parameters. BMI. Let's understand BMI. You all must have seen this in your body composition report. What is BMI? Body mass index. Everybody knows it. You know, all of us knows it. If it is our BMI is under 18.5, we are underweight. Between 18 to 24, we are normal weight. About 25, overweight. 30, obese. And 35, extremely obese. We all know that. Okay, so this is the chart. Again, same repetitive chart. How do we calculate it? There's a formula that is BMI is equal to be a body weight in kgs divided by height in meters by square. The square of height in meters. Okay, so if your height is 174, so in meters it would be 1.74. And if your weight is 80 kgs divided by 1.74 into 1.74. So a figure will come. If that figure is 24, means you are in normal weight category. Okay, if that figure is 30, it means you are in obese class 1. So we all know that this comes in your body composition report, right? Now let's go forward. What is the body mass index versus mortality risk? Okay, there's an exponential risk. Okay, now the lesser the BMI, the lesser are the chances of your mortality. And okay, the more the BMI, there are more chances of risk of the mortality. High risk. As you can see, as the BMI is increasing, your mortality risk is increasing from low risk to medium to high risk. Okay, so your longevity depends on your body mass index also, along with other factors. Okay, now this BMI can sometimes be confusing. You can see there are two people standing on the scale. Scale is showing the same record, but one person is 100 kgs with very good muscle, and one person is 100 kgs with low muscle and fat. You can see the change on their body. Mr. X and Mr. Y, same weight, same height, same gender, same BMI, but different fitness, health, looks, and life expectancy. So BMI is always not the right measure to judge a fitness or the mortality rate. It can be confusing also. So we need to understand that. That's why we need correct body compositions analysis understanding, for which we have kept this meeting today. So you can see a comparison between five, there's the same, both weight scales are showing 5 pounds. So 5 counts of fat compared to 5 pounds of muscle. See the difference in size. Okay, so that's the reason behind. Fat takes a lot of space in your body, muscle takes very less space in your body. Okay, so it is possible to lose in inches, but not in weight due to this factor. Okay, so now ideal let's come to what is the ideal body fat percentage. Men and women. Essential fat, the fat should not go below this. In men, 2.5%, 2 to 5%. In female, not less than 10 to 13%. Athletes, male 6 to 13, female 14 to 20%. Fitness, fit people, male 14 to 17%, women 21 to 24%. Average 18 to 24, male, female 25 to 31%. Obese, any male who has more than 25% fat percentage, even if they don't are obese, even if their BMI is not much, they are in obese category. And female above 32% fat percentage, you are in obese category actually. Okay, how your body looks when you are at that percentage level. You can see how a male will look at 3%, 10%, 30%, and 40%, and how a female will look at 10%, 15%, 25%, and 40%. Okay, so this is the way your body looks when you are at that particular level. Okay, so now what is fat-free mass? Fat-free mass is whatever which is not fat, which includes your organs such as heart, brain, liver, okay, muscles, cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, skeletal muscle, okay, bones, okay, and your connective tissues, tendons and ligaments. Okay, these are fat-free mass. Now anything which is not there, that is fat, that is fat. Okay, so now what is the difference between weight loss and fat loss? See, fat loss is when we target weight loss, which is a myth in everywhere in the world. People actually normally target weight loss only. Okay, everything which is stored in their weight loss. What is weight loss is you lose muscle, you lose fat, you lose water. Okay, now what is the result? You have decreased fitness, you have decreased strength, you have poor performance, you have early aging, you have reduced immunity. Whereas right way of doing it is, what you have to lose? You have to lose fat only. You don't have to lose water level. You don't have to lose muscle in your body. Okay, you have to lose only fat. Okay, so what are the results? Improved fitness, greater strength, peak performance, delayed aging, and reduced risk of diseases. So this fact we have to understand what we have to gain and what we have to lose. Okay, so now these are the muscle structures, our front muscles, whatever we have, and the lower back muscles. And let me tell you, males and females have same muscles. So it's a myth that females do not need more strength training. It's a myth. Why? They have the same muscles. Why not? Of course, males needs hypertrophy, females need more of toning up. But the muscles are same. Muscles are same. Okay. So what is the function of a muscle? They produce movement. Okay. See, if a muscle is there, for example, if I talk about bicep foremost, so हमारा bicep का जो muscle है, उसका एक end हमारा इधर एक हड्डी के अंदर, it has inserted one bone and it has crossed this joint as a flyover and it is inserted into the other bone. So when I contract my muscle, I'm able to move my hand. When I extract it, muscle has a quality that is a contract and expand. When I expand, it goes back. It's just like pipettes. Okay, if we didn't have muscles in our body, we won't have any movement in any joint in any body. Okay, so muscles provide us movement. They maintain posture of our body. We can stand erect because of our muscles. Okay, and they stabilize our joints and they generate heat in our body. As you know, for us, living means water and muscles, they provide the function of generating heat because they provide movement. Okay. Now, when we do muscle training, what happens? Okay, when we do physical activity, what happens? We do resistance training, what happens? Okay, see, I'll just give you an example. When an injury happens, for example, some injury happens in a nail of yours. Okay, so the body repairs and the new nail comes. The nail doesn't come where the injury doesn't happen, which means body repairs where the injury happens. So what we do in gym, we create a scope of repair, which means we tear our muscle when you come to gym. If you don't do weight training, if you don't do strength training, that scope will not be created, and our body will not get more muscle mass, more toning up. So when we do muscle training, we increase muscle mass, and our muscle mass is directly proportional to our metabolism. How much calories we burn an entire day. Okay, so we burn more calories, and when we burn more calories, we burn more fat. You can see the example how an active muscle and inactive muscle look like. Okay, so this is how, and only by tearing up it will not happen. Unless you give something, there should be stored nutrients in your blood to repair that. Okay, so which is called nutrition. In terms of this, protein, your essential amino acids, your branch chain amino acids. So this combination, this circle has to get completed. Okay, tear, repair, and rest. If there will be problem in any point in between these triangle, your problem will be there in your muscle mass. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see what are we made of. So you must have seen this, in your body composition chart, which you have done in the gym. See, if our basic constituent in our body is water, around 55 to 65% is water in our body, depending on our age. Okay, if you add protein in it, means muscle. Muscles are built of amino acids, tissues. If you add protein in water, it becomes your soft lean mass. Okay. Now, if you add minerals, means bones also into it, it becomes your fat-free mass. And now if you add fat mass into it, it becomes your total weight. If you go reverse, total weight minus fat weight is fat-free weight, minus bones weight is your soft lean mass, minus protein or muscle is your total body water. That is what we all are made of. Okay, so this is very easy to understand. So fat-free mass plus fat mass is equal to total body weight. This is important to understand. Okay, so now this is fat-free mass. All your muscle, your water level, your bones, and your organs are fat-free mass. Add fat to it, that is total body weight. Okay, so now let's see how body. I'll just show you a few examples how our body composition analysis look like. So this is weight, and there are three parameters: under, normal, over, and weight, skeletal muscle mass, and body fat mass. So this curve which you are seeing, everything depends on curve. Weight is over, muscle is over but fat is less. How it is possible? So this should be a chart of a bodybuilder or an athlete who has very high muscle, because of which his weight is high, but his fat is not high. Okay, which means either he is a bodybuilder or he is an athlete. Okay, now let's say this one. It's a very, everything is straight line. Okay, nothing is in over, everything is in normal. Okay, but not towards the maximum, towards the minimum side. So a skinny person, but not overweight. Okay, not even underweight also, somehow fit, but skinny. Not very skinny means muscle is also fine, fat is also fine, weight is also fine. Okay, so if it is, everything is falling in normal category. Now, because it's a straight line curve, straight line, his fitness score would be close to 80. At straight line, your fitness score is 80. Okay, now let's see. Not overweight, weight is in normal category, but it's going to be over. So BMI is somewhere around 24. Okay, muscle is okay in the normal range, but not, muscle should be always be in the over range. Muscle should always be in over. Higher the muscle, the better it is. Fat is slightly in the over range. So his fitness score would be close to approximately around 71, 72. Average person of the street. Okay, not very much fit, but his tummy will be slightly out. Okay, because his fat percentage will not very high. So slightly C curve, not very deep C curve, slight C, deep. The deeper is the C, the bad is the condition. Okay, C curve, the weight, muscle and fat C curve. Okay, so this is slightly fitness score around 70, 71, average looking person. Now, this person, see, this person is not overweight. Okay, this is in pounds. The weight is in pounds. Muscle is also in pounds. But his muscle is quite low. It is just somehow touching the under a normal mark. Okay, so not overweight, but fat is quite high. So this person might think that he's a fit person. But when he'll do his body composition, he'll come to know, because his BMI will be around 24 only. But see his fat percentage will be more than 30%. Okay, so he's not fit. Okay, because very less muscle. So unless we do body composition, we'll not come to know whether we are fit or not. BMI might confuse us. So not a fit person because quite a deep C curve, whereas not overweight. Okay, now see this person, overweight, muscle is also good, which is fine. We would like to maintain that muscle. We will never lose muscle. And body fat, see the body fat is very high. Okay, so again very deep. Again a very, so this person's fat percentage must be about 35%. So about 32, 33 or 35. Very unfit person, very fat person, very high risk, higher visceral fat level, because again everything is in over and a very deep C curve. C curve means not fit. Okay, let's see, understand C curve. So weight, muscle and fat, whenever the curve is like C, not a fit person, straight line, average person, and D curve, a fit person, as we can see in this example. Okay, so now let's see this person. Muscle is less, fat is less, and weight is also under and normal. So a skinny person. And the second example, weight is also under, muscle is also, body fat. This person is, barely living on bones only. Okay, no muscle, no weight, no fat. Okay, and then the third curve, again the curve which we started with, the athletic curve, high weight, high muscle, less fat, bodybuilder or athletic curve. So I hope you have now the understanding of what a C curve means, what a straight line means in the normal category, and what a D curve means. Okay, now let's go ahead. So let's go to fitness score. What means when you have a fitness score of 70 or less, means either you are lacking muscle or you are overweight. So you need to exercise and control your diet. Now 70 to 80, average person of the street, reasonably healthy. 80 to 85, those who actively took their diet and exercise seriously. Okay, only those people have this much score. 85 plus is usually very fit and carrying a lot of muscle. Okay, and above 90, only athletes. Okay, so let's understand what are the factors. Okay, now what is metabolic rate? What is your total energy expenditure? Okay, see, your body burns some calories in a day without you do anything, in your resting position also. That is your basal metabolic rate, resting metabolic rate also we saw. It depends on your age, your sex, your growth, your lean body mass, your hormones, genetics, physical, psychological stress, pregnancy, temperature. Okay, so it is 60 to 70% most of the times of your total daily energy expenditure, 60 to 70%. Okay, which you don't do anything, it will burn. Now your diet induced thermogenesis, a type of amount of food you eat and the interval you give. For example, you eat after 7 hours, so your metabolism will get slow. Okay, so it depends what you eat. Okay, so 8 to 10% metabolism depend on your food habits, and 20 to 30% physical activity, what intensity you do, duration you do, whether you do or not, what type of workout you do. Okay, so this depends on that. 20 to 30% depends on that. So that contributes to your total energy expenditure in a day. Okay, so now, so if we see, on an average in a male or female, normally a female's metabolism is somewhere around between 1100 to 1300 to 1400 max. Then some, digestion comes, activity comes, exercise. So somewhere it comes to around, somewhere around between 2000 to 2300 total calorie expenditure. Now it may vary. It's just a generic example, but it is 90% of the people will fall in this category. Okay, and the male, normally the metabolism is between 1500 to 1800, 1900, 2000. Then the digestion comes, activity comes, and exercise comes. So it varies from 2400 calories. Total energy expenditure varies from 2400 calories to 3000 calories. Okay, 80 to 90% people will fall in this category. Okay, now what we have to do, if we have to reduce weight, for example, so what we'll have to do, we have to deficit. So it's a generic example I am giving. If your calorie expenditure total is 2000, you eat 1400 for a woman, so deficit is 600 calories. You will start losing weight. Okay, and same is male. If your expenditure is 2500, you eat 1900, there's a deficit of 600 calories. Okay, so you will start losing weight. Of course, it has to be specific as per time bound. Then you need a nutritionist, you need a dietitian and a fitness expert who can calculate those figures directly and customize for you. This is a generic example I'm giving you. If there is a deficit, you will lose weight. If there is a surplus, you will increase weight. Now you can always get it customized. Okay. Now, what is rest of metabolic rate? Is the number of calories we burn to maintain our vital body processes, as we have told, even if we don't do anything. Okay. RMR is typically accounts for about 65 to 75% of our total daily calorie expenditure. Okay. Now, what is weight loss? How the weight loss happens and how the weight gain happens. So there's a deficit or the surplus. So we can talk about the deficit. Surplus can be exactly the reverse. So how we exactly calculate? See, when we do our body composition analysis, the machine gives us the total calorie expenditure. Okay. So if we do not have that, so there is a generic formula also. Okay. What is that? You can add around 300-400 calories in your metabolic rate. Okay. In your metabolic rate, how much calorie your body burns, add 300 to 400 calories of your lifestyle. And then how much calories you are burning in your workout. So that will be a total calorie expenditure. Okay, but in our case, we need not to calculate it because our body composition analysis machine gives us. Okay, now if you want to lose approximately 1 kg in 1 week's time or 8 days time, what we'll have to do? So we'll take an example. If somebody's metabolic rate is 1700 and his lifestyle is 300 calories, he's burning the entire day, and 500 calories is burning in workout. So minus 1500, if he's on 1500 calorie intake plan, his deficit would be 1000 calories per day. Okay, so he will lose around 1 kg in around 7.5 to 8 days. Okay, so if the target is to lose 12 kgs, so his target period will be 3 months. Why? 7.5, 8 days, 1 kg, 15 days, 2 kg, 1 month, 4 kg. Okay, so target 1 month, 4 kg, 3 months, 12 kg. So we should know what is our target. We can quantify, we can measure it, and we can get it planned with a certified fitness expert and the nutritionist. Okay, so approximately 7,700 calorie deficit to 8,000 calorie deficit, you lose 1 kg. So this, and same is for gaining. If you want to gain, your calorie surplus should be around 7,700 calories to 8,000 calories. Now, how many days you can do? That depends on your motivation and your reason why you are doing it. Okay. Now let's see, our body also gives the segmental analysis. Okay. How much muscle you have in your upper body, lower body, trunk area, left arm, left leg, right leg, how much muscle you have. And it also gives the segmental distribution of fat. So you can always compare, whenever you do your, every month you do body, you must do your body composition and diet plan every month, so that you can plan accordingly. You cannot only plan total overall fat loss and overall muscle gain. You can plan it, segment wise also. How much muscle I have gained in my trunk area? How much muscle I have lost, gained in my arms, legs? How much fat I have lost from my tummy? How much fats have I lost from my lower back, my legs, arms? So you can always plan your workout and your diet accordingly if you see your segmental analysis also every month. Okay, it's very important. Now, waist to hip ratio. Now, what is the waist to hip ratio? The ratio of waist and hip. Okay, as per age, you can see where your age comes in. So, for example, everybody can see their age. I'm just giving a female example who is around 30 to 39 years old. If her waist to hip ratio is between 0.72 to 0.78, it is moderate. If it is above 0.84, it is very high. Okay. Now again, the risk comes with this. You can see your males also can see yours. Where do you rate yourself? Aap kahan pe hain? Which category do you lie in? Either you are in low, moderate, high, or very high. We'll come to the risk related to this. Okay. Now sometimes BMI can be a confusing factor in this. Okay. Now the pear shape, apple shape, avocado shape. If your woman, if your waist hip ratio is between 0.81 to 85, you are in moderate, you are in avocado shape. If your waist hip ratio is above 0.85, you are at high health risk, you are in apple shape. Males, you can see which category you fall in. If your waist hip ratio is above 1, means now the apple shape has started and you are at very high risk. Means your visceral fat is quite high. And if you are, so you can see which category you fall in, and you can take equal measures, and you can do your body composition done again, and you can meet me or any health expert to get it reduced. Okay, so what is apple shape and pear shape? Apple shape is more fat around the your waist. So what will happen? More visceral fat, the fat around, higher risk of weight related health problems. Pear shape, less visceral fat because less obesity around your waist. So lower risk of weight-related health problems. That's why males at a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, because they're more prone to be, in apple shape. So now, what is visceral fat? The main killer. See, we all have two kinds of fat. One is subcutaneous fat, which is inside our skin, which is needed for our muscle tissue protection. Okay, but then there is a fat which is surrounding our organs. You can see the yellow part. Visceral fat has been shown there. Among your body, all the organs, you have colon, your liver, so this fat is very highly metabolic in nature. Okay, so it's very highly metabolic in nature, and it increases the triglyceride level in your body. It leads to many problems. Okay, you can see the visceral fat, your liver, kidney, gallbladder, colon, small intestine, subcutaneous fat, stomach, abdominal cavity. So this is the main killer. Okay, now how we up to 9 it is okay, 9 to 12 high risk, and above 12 it is very, very high risk. Okay, so now let's go to body composition of water. You have intracellular water, fluid inside the cell, outside the cell. What are the symptoms when you are lacking water? You will have headaches and lightheadedness, bad breath, dry mouth, constipation, other digestive issues, accelerated heartbeat, joint and muscle pain, fatigue and lethargy. So if you are having any of these signs, means you are lacking water. You should be drinking more water. Because if you don't drink more water, water retention will happen, and your body will start storing water, and you should drink at least 8 glasses to 10 glasses of water. If you don't drink, your body will start storing it, which will lead to you gain some extra pounds and extra kilos. So in case to prevent that, drink more water so that your body does not retain and you do not face water retention. So now we have talked about the fitness, but we have talked about the tier part. Now let's talk about the repair part. Okay, so health is the result of investing in good nutrition. Okay, now what this slide says, the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. Guys should think about this thing. This is by Thomas Edison. Okay, one of the most smartest man. Okay, now what is the difference between nutrition and diet? If diet is nutrition is same? No. Diet is the sum of food consumed by a person or other organism. It is what we eat and drink for energy and stay alive. It is the quantity. Whereas nutrition is the quality, what our body utilizes, the 10% part of it, okay, and metabolize in our body. So that's the difference. Diet is the quantity, right quantity, nutrition, the right quality. Both are important. Okay, so this is the more of our, we all have, studied in 9th, 10th standard, how our food pyramid looks like: grains, vegetables, then lesser, milk and everything, then the least part we eat food. Now, what our body gets out of it? There are 5 main nutrients our body needs: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and then we also need fiber and water. So first 3 are the macronutrients we need in more quantity, larger quantities. Vitamins, minerals, 13 vitamins, 11 minerals on daily basis we need, but in very less quantities as per IRDA, okay, recommended dietary allowances. So we need them in mgus and international units, very small. But there are 3 macronutrients and 2 micronutrients, and fiber is needed for the better digestion of all these 5 nutrients. Are we getting these, guys? Are we getting this? Okay, so our body is made for what you eat. Okay, our protein has 4 calories per 1 gram, fats have 9 calories per 1 gram, carbohydrates have 4 calories per 1 gram, vitamins, minerals do not have any calories. Okay, we were supposed to get these from these food sources which have been shown in the pictures, but are we actually getting it? Okay, now vitamins, yes, earlier stages we used to get, because a farmer used to, earlier 100 years, 200 years, we used to harvest from our own gardens, from our own crop fields, and we used to consume it the same day. Okay, the adulteration was not more, the fertilizers use was not more, the pesticides use was not more. Okay, and then adulteration, now the people are putting injections for increasing the size. So is there any vitamin mineral left in our diet? Okay, what is the requirement? There's as per recommended dietary allowances, we need 13 vitamins, 11 minerals every day. How much protein we need, how much calcium we need? Do we know? Are we getting it? Do we know what source of food can give us that? What do you think? If you don't consume, our body will not react. Why do you think 60% deaths in the world are right now happening from cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases? It was not the scenario 100 years ago. Okay, what wrong has happened with our system? What wrong has happened? Okay, do we know how much protein do we need? Okay, some people know which vitamin we need, in how much quantity, from where will we get it? Are we getting it or not? Or are we thinking that we are getting it? Okay, so now what happens? Every nutrient deficiency have some system and some disease related to it. Okay, we all are seeing around us what is happening. 60% deaths are due to cancer, diabetes, and your cardiovascular diseases. Okay, your lifestyle and your nutrition is the main reason behind it. You all have heard from iron deficiency. From iron deficiency, you have, what happens? You lose, and you have anemic, you become anemic, you become weak. What happens with the calcium deficiency? What happens with vitamin C deficiency? What happens with protein deficiency? We all have read it. Are we getting it? Are we getting it from our diet? Okay, now how we actually consume our food? Okay, how we actually consume our food? Let's come to that. So why it is always said eat more color? What is good in color? See, we all have our protection God has given us. We can make a home for us. We can buy a car. Okay, we can save us from these weather conditions. What plants have got? What nature has given them? How they are standing in there, such a scorching heat, rain and winds. What protection they have got? So the nature has given them the protection in their color, which is the most outer layer. Okay, because the protection has to be done from outside. So there are various very important phytonutrients which are there in the color. That's why it has been always said that eat the whole fruit with the pulp. Okay, so this is what. Now what color has? Every color has some different phytonutrients. Now these phytonutrients save plants from all these things. So can't they save? If you eat them, won't they save you? It's nature. It's organic. Okay, so that's why it said you should eat more color. Should color your diet. Now every color has a different importance. White, whatever white, it supports your immune system. Okay, whatever green, it works on your detoxification. Whatever yellow, it enhances your beauty and skin. Whatever orange, vitamin C, cancer prevention, antioxidants. Whatever red, it prevents it supports your heart health. Whatever purple, berries and everything, it longevity. So all colors have different importance. Did you know it? Okay, that's why it is important. Now, are we able to eat 5-6 different colors of fruits and vegetables every day? Okay, Are we eating enough protein in our diet from different food sources? Not only we have only had chicken, only one source of amino acids, all different plant amino, your animal protein, your whey protein, your plant protein, your pulses protein. Are we eating different amino acids every day? Are we eating 5-6 different colors of fruits and vegetables every day? No. So even if you are eating, for example, let's talk about how we eat, how we bring fruits and vegetables in our market and how they reach the market. Now, a farmer cultivates, so it around 1 or 2 days, it lies in the under the sunlight, okay, for 2-3 days. Then the transporter comes, it gets loaded, and it reaches the main market in another 4-5 days, under rain, under winds, under heat, under sunlight. Okay. Now another then the wholesaler purchases, from them, then the small retailers, and it reaches some stores or some departmental stores. Okay, so it takes another, and when you go there, you don't know how many days that has been lying there, and then you buy, and you don't buy daily. You bring it for a weeks, for 3-4 times or days or weeks time too, and then it so what another till now 15-20 days have gone. Now it stays in your fridge for another 7 days. So almost 25 days to 1 month time has gone. How much nutrition do you think it has left in there? So do you think you need supplements or not? See, if you're eating well, doesn't mean you need not to take vitamins. Okay. Supplements. So do we need to take supplements? Yes. Supplements are not steroids. We always been taking supplements. What was Horlicks? What is Bonvita? What is Cerelac? Okay. Supplements, if it is in powder form, doesn't mean that it is not natural. There are 100%. Yes. What kind of supplement should be? It should be 100% organic supplement, natural supplements, original. That's why you need expertise. Okay. So there are myths versus reality. Protein, you require protein. If you're not able to, do it from your diet, you can continue with your supplementation. Okay. So eat your supplements like medicines today, or else you will have to eat your medicines like food tomorrow. Guys, kindly take a screenshot of this slide. This is a very important slide. Eat your food supplements like medicine today, or else you will have to eat your medicines like food tomorrow. Okay. And then, so this is the importance of, see, if you're able to eat complete food, you are okay. You are eating 5 different colors. It's okay. If you're eating complete food, amino acids of profile from your diet, it is okay. Even if you're not able to do that because of current situations, I would recommend you should go for supplements. This will add to your, optimum health